Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2 is now the biggest Pixar movie ever. That's insane. That is really insane. I'm not even kidding you. It is ridiculous at how well this movie is doing. Not that it's a bad thing, but oh my lord, this is crazy. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a quick look at this. It's an emotional day over at Disney and at Pixar because on Wednesday, Inside Out 2 passed up Incredibles 2 $1.242 billion at the box office to become the top grossing Pixar title of all time at the worldwide box office, not adjusted for inflation. That puts it at number 4 on the overall list of the top grossing animated films, and the climb is far from done, which means it could ultimately end up ranking at number 1. Inside Out 2 finished Tuesday with $1.251 billion in global ticket sales, including $443.5 million in North America, where it's already the third biggest animated pick of all time, and and $708 million internationally. Among all films, it has already surpassed Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight to rank number 17 on the list of the top grossing movies of all time domestically. Back on the all-time animation list, the movie is within a day of overtaking Walt Disney's Frozen at $1.274 billion, and it is also virtually assured to be jumping Illumination's the Super Mario Bros. Movie at $1.361 billion. Whether it can overtake Frozen 2 is the biggest question mark, and many believe it can. So, I want to read this a little bit more. Inside Out 2 has yet to open in Japan, where the forecast is sunny. In South Korea, it has already earned nearly $50 million, a staggering sum that some Disney believe bodes well for Japan. Throughout Asia, Europe, and North America, the film is being fueled not only by families, but also by teenagers and young adults who grew up watching the first Inside Out, released in 2015, and the sequel is doing historic business across Latin America. This movie is big. This is big. This movie, I don't know how big it can go, guys. I really don't know. They're saying it can reach Mario Bros. Mario Bros. If it can do with $20-30 million, $20 or $30 million in Japan opening weekend. I don't know how well films do over in Japan, but oh my lord, it is making bank, and they are thinking about doing a sequel. I guarantee you, there might be talks of a third. Of $1.2 billion, are you kidding me? Potentially taking over the Mario Bros. Movie? The Mario Bros. Movie. I don't see it overtaking Frozen 2. If it does, this is the biggest animated film of all time. And not a film coming out this year will be able to beat it. Not a single film will be able to beat it. I don't know if Deadpool and Wolverine can beat this film now. I really don't. I don't. If it reaches the level of a Frozen 2 at $1.4 billion, you're talking about Barbie level. It's already made more than Oppenheimer. It's going to beat Barbie. It's going to beat the first Frozen this weekend. That's insane. The first Frozen has withstood. It has withstood its staple as within the top 5 grossing animated films of all time since 2013. And now we're going into July of 2024, and it could be, it's not could be, it's going to be kicked out. It is going to be kicked out. I love this movie. It's currently my 3rd favorite film of the entire year, and I'm so happy that it's doing very, very well because Pixar needed this. Pixar needed this film to do well, because if it didn't, then Pixar was going to be in the hole. If this film bombed, Pixar was in trouble. Pixar was in trouble. But what do you guys think about this? I'm very happy about it. Do you think that it can beat a Super Mario Bros? Do you think it can beat Frozen 2 as the biggest animated movie of all time? However, everyone is discounting the fact that The Lion King is actually an animated movie. The 2019 Lion King is the animated movie. It's CG. It's not live action. Sure, they call it live action, but it's computer generated image. All done by CG except for one shot at the very beginning, shooting the sun rising in Africa. Everything else is CG. It's animated. It's animated. But there's that, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's get into the next topic. But first, we're going to look at the comments. Yeah, we can rent movies in the UK. We have Amazon Prime, some other streaming services we can rent movies on. That's great. So check it out if it's available to rent right now, because I think you're going to enjoy it. If you're a horror fan, check it out. Peyton List is very good in it. Granted, she's not in it a lot, but I enjoyed it. And Sav also says he thinks it can beat them. I think so too. I don't see it beating. I really do not see it beating the Lion King. I don't think it has enough steam left in it to reach 1.6 billion. So let me take a quick look at the box office here. Let me take a look at the box office of what the Lion King did, because the Lion King 2019 is, I know it's at 1.6, but I'm not sure of the actual number. So right now it's at, I love when the internet. Okay, here we go. Okay. 1.64 billion. 1.64 billion. Okay. So 1.646 billion. That is what we're at right now. What is Inside Out 2 at? Inside Out 2 right now is at 1.271 billion. So it's going to beat Frozen probably by the end of today. Probably by the end of today, it's already marking its territory. It's taking a P and it's marking its territory as the leading film in Pixar and in Disney. And right now, this is the biggest film of the entire year. Hands down, the biggest film of the entire year. How long will it last? I'm not sure, but I'm very excited.